Welcome back to Milwaukee. Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel or fear that you're not quite as sharp as you used to be?
Not when I'm drinking this. Registered dietitian Lisa Grzelanek is here with YourTastyLife.com to talk a little bit about the best foods to boost your brain. And I like what you say about how what you put and what you feed yourself is really a very influential thing that you have control over.
Absolutely. And with respect to brain health, and there's a rise of Alzheimer's nowadays that's astronomical. I mean, by the time we're 75, we have a 25% risk of developing Alzheimer's.
Wow.
If you get to 85, you're at 50% risk. Yeah. So food, to piggyback what Nicole was saying, food is really our best medicine. It's our best power to try to protect and preserve our brain function.
Something we are in complete control of.
We got it, right. And so let's start with, on the end here, we got some healthy fats we want to talk about. Okay. So one of the things that we want to look at is fats, get an oil change. So when I say that, oil change. Coconut oil, olive oil, what we have is scientific evidence to support that the polyphenols, which is a fancy word for something that's brain protective, in olive oil is great for our brain. There's also a plant-based saturated fat in coconut oil that also is really good for the brain cell membrane, so it can help support that. Other fats, avocado, salmon, but really help boost and protect that brain cell function that we want.
So, but when it comes to the coconut oil, now you can replace this in cooking where you would put any other fat.
Right, that's a great point, because a lot of people are like, what do I do with the coconut oil? Yes, it is solid at room temperature. They have some out now that are liquid, but if you were going to use a vegetable oil, you could certainly replace it with coconut oil. It's just a different type of vegetable.
Cooking with it. It's
I love the taste.
It tastes great. Yeah,
especially for popcorn.
Right? Yeah. Then we got our produce area. So these are the superstars for brain health as well. What we got going on here is anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is the cornerstone of virtually all brain disorders. So we want to not have inflammation in the brain. How do we do that? We have to load up with things like berries. Any type of berries are loaded with great brain protective antioxidants, as well as our greens are loaded with a lot of great things besides vitamin, K and A and lots of nutrients that are good for us. Another thing we can get from the plant kingdom is something called prebiotic fiber. And what that is a healthy type of fiber that feeds the healthy brain gut bacteria. So asparagus and something called jicama,
love jicama,
are loaded with prebiotic fiber. And I brought a jicama with us because you're going to see it looks like this. It's a root vegetable in the grocery store. You peel it, and then on the inside is a nice flesh that you can consume. What would you do with this? You could put it inside a salsa, like a pineapple salsa. You could put it on a salad. You can make this into French fries. There's lots of things you can do.
You can squeeze lime juice over it
and eat it raw.
Oh my gosh, it's so
really, really good. So these prebiotic fibers in asparagus and jicama feed your gut with the healthy bacteria that support our brain.
Okay.
Then we have things such as nuts and seeds. Okay, these are really, we've talked about these many times, but again, they're giving you the fats that nourish the brain cells. So we're looking for that. And interestingly, something such as seeds, I have pumpkin seeds here. They're loaded with zinc, which are really great for brain function and boosting our brain health. We can get them in packets and make them easy to go. So now you're going to go to the grocery store and see these things packaged for you. You don't have to put them in a baggie. We have something, what else do we have? Eggs. How can we talk now about eggs? So eggs have a nutrient in them called choline, which is a precursor for acetylcholine, which is used for a neurotransmitter. So how our brain functions and talks, we need healthy neurotransmitters. Eggs can support that.
However, whether they're boiled or softly or...
Any way you want to do them. Yep, include them. Great call. And then lastly, let's wrap up what we can do in the kitchen. So let's make Nicole happy. So she's using some spices. She's using turmeric, for example, is a spice that is really loaded with these antioxidants, nutrients, a lot of evidence on turmeric, which is used when you have a curry powder. And then in curry is also cumin. And cumin is typically in chili. We make a chili, you'll have in a chili seasoning, might have cumin in it. So spices that you're using when you're cooking, enjoy a glass of red wine and top it off with some dark chocolate so we can have fun enjoying foods to help our brain power.
It's all good for the brain. Good to know.
Yes.
All right.
So anything that lets you have a little after dinner drink is good to know.
Little red wine, never hurt anyone.
Just red?
Red wine has the polyphenols that are good for the brain function. Just like we started out with the good fats. Olive oil has polyphenols, red wine has polyphenols, dark chocolate has polyphenols. These are a substance that help boost and protect your brain.
Lisa, I appreciate this because, again, Alzheimer's, as we know, is a serious and devastating disease. So the more we can do to protect ourselves, the better.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back.